find out at long last, after all this time, that God is weak in math skills? Doesn't sound like divine planning to me. Sounds more like human planning. Sounds more like one group trying to control another group. In other words, business as usual in America. Now, if you think you do have rights, one last assignment for you. Next time you're at the computer, get on the internet, go to Wikipedia. When you get to Wikipedia, in the search field for Wikipedia, I want you to type in Japanese Americans 1942, and you'll find out all about Chipresh's fucking rights, okay? All right. You know about it. You know about it. In 1942, there were 110,000 Japanese American citizens in good standing, law-abiding people who were thrown into internment camps simply because their parents were born in the wrong country. That's all they did wrong. They had no right to a lawyer, no right to a fair trial, no right to a jury of their peers, no right to due process of any kind. The only right they had, right this way, into the internment camp.
Right this
Just
way.
when these American citizens needed their rights the most, their government took them away. And rights aren't rights if someone can take them away. They're privileges. That's all we've ever had in this country is a bill of temporary privileges. And if you read the news even badly, you know that every year the list gets shorter and shorter and shorter. You see how it's here? Yeah. Sooner or later, the people in this country got to realize the government does not give a fuck about them. Government doesn't care about you or your children or your rights or your welfare or your safety. It simply doesn't give a fuck about you. It's interested in its own power. That's the only thing, keeping it and expanding it wherever possible.
The interesting thing about this country is they talk about how we have freedom of choice. Freedom of choice. Very limited. It's an important thing, limited choice. Two political parties, essentially two. Big media companies, 5, 6, max. Yeah. Big oil companies, down to 3 now, I think. Overall, 3 or 4. Banks, big brokerage houses, big accounting firms. All the things that are important, reduced in choice. Newspapers in the city, how many? Used to be 3, 4, now it's 1 or 2, owned by the same people. They also own radio stations, own a TV station. But jelly beans, 32 flavors. Ice cream, all the things that don't matter. The unimportant things, a lot of choices. You know what I say? Your choice, you know what your freedom of choice is in America? Paper or plastic. Yeah. That's it, man. It comes down to paper or plastic, cash or charge, aisle or window, smoking or non-smoking, Coke or Pepsi. These are your choices. Everything else is kind of laid out for you. You get to do what they really want. They do what they want. The ones who own this country, they do.
Speaking of our choices being usurped or taken away from us, what do you make of, well, and I'm fascinated to ask you this because all the things that you've been talking about for years are, I mean, we've come full circle on this stuff. That's why I was so fascinated. Thank you for coming on. But here we are now, 30 years after we were talking about it, with this huge debate, this huge fight about whether or not our civil liberties are being taken away. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think if you looked at the record of laws which have been passed in the last 4 years, there's a thing called social
Not
hysteria.
okay.
Social hysteria is whipped up generally by the crime. In Nixon's time, crime was the big social hysteria issue. There's too much crime. We're coddling the courts, we're coddling the criminal. We have tougher laws. So a lot of civil liberties went away in terms of the rights of criminals and the rights of the accused